5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my god, guys, this is gonna be horrible! They're so huge also. I'm gonna do the edge, I guess. But then we're gonna have to do like the picture.
So this is the puzzle we're doing tonight. It's from the brand Eurographics, which was probably quite obvious since that's the only a large piece puzzle we have in our shop at the moment. It's called Misfit Toys and is by the artist Ray Powers. So we have a lot of funny looking robot-like toys, very busy, detailed puzzle, lots of wheels and
Okay, I'm gonna get
interesting objects.
this is horrible.
Let us know if
Such a
that's what
difficult
you
puzzle.
guessed. I believe Amelia from Puzzle
Tower?
with Amelia guessed that correctly.
Those buildings, the gray buildings, I guess we can.
Yes, it's 500 pieces. Eurographics also has 550 pieces puzzles. I was
Buildings are
considering one of those, but then I thought I should stick to the 500. So let's see how Adriana is doing. Alejandro and Amy. Okay, Amy, your camera is not on. We'll check in on Amy later.
Look how huge they are!
Okay, there we go.
They're so massive!
Yeah, so the challenge with this one is that you obviously need a lot of space. And when I did the full flip, I was using a puzzle board, and I had to, some of the pieces were overlaying on each other. They weren't spread out completely. So that was Amy from the
Approaching,
UK and Adriana from Poland.
approach where I see something, this I
And of
sort it
course,
out
Alejandro from
as I am
Spain.
flipping the have something off first.
There's
The
Anami with
batch,
her unicorns from
something
Switzerland.
that
Oh, okay, I see. I think Ben's
goes
Pajor. I think that's
edge.
Vicky. Vicky from Hungary. I recognize the the backdrop.
It wouldn't be terribly difficult to find this stuff on.
And there's Benjamin from the UK.
Red build top. Bright red is a
So there's Chiara from Italy, who consistently places the top five. And even though she has a dark table, it hasn't really seemed to hold her back, even with doing darker puzzles. That's Connie from Austria. And Chila from Hungary. So if you're not familiar with the brand Eurographics, it's originally from Canada, from Montreal. Uh, however, in Europe, the puzzles that are sold here, they are actually produced in Europe. They're not being shipped over from Canada. And the company has been around since 1987. They started out being a distributor for posters, and then they went into the field of art publishing, and then later into toys and puzzles. So tell us in the comments if you've done a Eurographics
Hello.
puzzle. So Connie's starting to work on the border and sorting out the sky. Okay, so Amelia is doing this one on the floor. This is Amelia Korhonen. I did wonder about that because last time when she participated, she did it on a standing bench next to a window, and the bench did look quite narrow. So yeah, here she obviously has more space. And here are Daniela and Danique from the Netherlands.
For this.
And Daniela was actually my first customer because when I was setting up the website, some products jumped onto the website before they were officially available, and she bought one. She was really quick, and then I had to write and say, sorry, we don't actually have it ready yet. So Danique is putting together the border. And Daniela is sorting out some colors. So I hope Amelia's back holds up. Here's the other Amelia, who has an amazing ability to look inside my brain and think about my puzzle selection process. But of course, it's not just wild guesses. She does have a very good system for narrowing things down. And there's Eric, the not so speedy puzzler,
6 minutes.
not so speedy speed puzzler,
Oh my god.
and Yeva from Latvia. So Amelia and Yeva are working on the border while Eric is doing color sorting.
We're done flipping now.
So River Moon says they love Eurographics puzzles, and they've also she's done 3 1,000 piece puzzles. So the 1,000 piece puzzles are random cut, so that they don't look like this one here. They are very wacky and very awkward looking shapes. Also the 550 piece puzzles that come in the novelty boxes, like the sewing machine and the London bus and the tractor tins, they also have that random shape. So Ines, Inga, and Ingrid. So it looks like things could get a bit tight on Ingrid's table. And Sandra, received a big puzzle haul from us today, and there's a Eurographics puzzle in this, so she's going to try them. And Lisa has also tried a Eurographics puzzle. Okay, so for those who are joining the meeting later, I will show again the puzzle image. So this one is Misfit Toys. So the time is 9 minutes. So Iris is making good progress, doing the top border and sorting out some of the lighter colored areas. Jana is also starting at the top. And Jessie from Luxembourg has that's actually a good idea. She's actually got a tray out so she can sort the pieces better. and have a different colored background. Yes, so these are the bigger piece size pieces.
Yes. All the
So
pieces.
in the comments, they're guessing what the winning time would be. They're guessing around 40 to 45 minutes. I hope somebody would be that fast. I found this puzzle a lot harder than I expected. I thought it would be quite fun, and I immediately started regretting it once I did it. And I realized it was actually a lot harder than I thought.
God, it's so
So Iris is,
huge.
working, making very good progress. So here's Yuka from Finland, also with some sorting trays. He's going more for the red and the yellow in the middle of the picture. That's actually how I started. I thought I would, yeah, pick out the red and the yellow, but then I realized that there's actually quite a lot of. I mean, there's a couple of really obvious red objects in the picture, but there's also a lot of red in the background, in the boxes that make up most of the middle section. And also with the yellow, I thought, oh, I'll do the yellow pieces. And there were a few yellow objects that stood out. And in the end, I had a lot of yellow pieces that I just didn't know where to place. Katya's working on the border, and Laura working on the sky and starting to build the border. So here are the two Lins from Belgium and Lisbeth from Guatemala. Lisbeth participated in the German Championship last week.
Just put. So
So there's
stressful.
Madara
I'm not putting
from
anything.
Latvia,
Okay. Come
who also has a
on.
YouTube channel
Okay,
with
that
the
one is
same name,
there.
Madara Be Puzzling.
Okay, this guy.
I've watched a few of
Okay.
her videos. I like the
Here.
one where she tested out all the different strategies for approaching a speed puzzle. But not only did she look at the different methods of like flipping and sorting, and direct building, she also tried different positions. So she even
That one
tried
is
doing
some.
it on the floor, and then
Here.
she did the same puzzle and compared her results, sitting on the floor, standing up, and sitting. So Maggie has the border complete, working on the sky. And Mariana is doing more of the main features of the puzzle. So there's like a reddish box kind of in the shape of a birdhouse at the top of the picture. Then there's a colorful tower with stripes on it, and this funny yellowish thing. Anyway, it's a bit hard to explain. And of course, Mariana was our winner last week. So these are the most obvious objects here.
Richie!
Those are the obvious places to sort in the sky. So let's check with, Marketa from Czech and Monica from Austria.
So this guy.
So Marketa is doing really well. Border, the yellow and red objects. and the sky.
Aha. That one.
Yes, I have my window open, and apparently YouTube can hear the birds chirping outside my window. There's also kids playing outside.
There.
So there's Yeva, my puzzle room, Rika from Finland,
There's a bunch of red.
and Sanger
The red stuff is
from the
related
US.
about going by colors.
And she's living in France. Okay, looks like she has the pieces in the box and she's pulling the pieces out of the box that catch her eye and doing some
see.
colored sorting or placing them approximately on the table where they belong. Okay, so Rika has done a lot of objects in the middle. She's got some nice islands forming. And Ayeva has yeah, so he's using puzzle boxes and trays to sort the different colors. That's also a clever idea. Yeah, so yeah, and Rika has the the tape across her table. Last time she stayed mostly within the bounds, and now she's spread out to use the whole table. Okay, here are the two Simonas and Sana.
Okay, very bright, colorful.
Simona Reicht from Germany. No, Simona R is from Austria. Your camera is not showing at the moment. Simona B working on the sky, and Sana as well.
This one? Ah, this one is the car. Ah. This guy.
So how
Okay.
many people are competing from Norway today? Somebody
Excellent.
asks. Only one person. That's Veronica Nez.
Because this guy is.
Is SJ from the UK, Stefan from Austria, and Steffi from Germany. And SJ's cat, of course, keeping her company. And Stefan's doing his puzzle diagonally.
That's the.
Okay, there's Taya and Rosa, the puzzle podcast from Finland, and Veronica from Norway. Veronica's got a really nice big table there. So yeah, this yellow dome-shaped object on the left seems to be a popular starting point, as well as the red birdhouse item on the top. And there's Veronica, who came second last week. And then you can see very well the chaos of all the pieces and all the colors. So the time is 20 minutes. So checking back in with how Alejandro is doing.
Need to find. Oh, really?
And there's enemy. Yeah, so it seems like most people are doing the top sky part with the buildings and then focusing in on some of the more obvious objects in the middle. So there's Vicky from Hungary, Chiara from Italy, Daniela from the Netherlands.
Mm.
So Vicky has a very interesting strategy. I've seen this in one of her videos before where she did a whole puzzle just by picking out each piece once, checking the box, and then placing it directly on the board where it roughly belongs. And you can see she has even single pieces just placed all over. Some islands are forming, but there are also single pieces. So I think this one really plays to Vicky's strengths because the objects don't really have an obvious place. You do have to check with the image, kind of guess and kind of place them where they fit. So as a reference, this puzzle took me, I think it was 1 hour and 35 minutes. No, 1 hour and 38 minutes. So somebody's asked to see Inga. Oh, Inga's doing really well.
Here we go.
And Danik as well. Danik has done a really big section on the left. There's Connie. So Danik is in standing position, moving really quickly back and forth across the table. But the pieces are spread out quite far across the table. I wonder if Danique has done this puzzle before. She's really done quite a lot of the objects in the middle. Let's check in on the Amelias.
Okay. Well, purple is
And Eric.
this. That's the
Does look quite uncomfortable how Amelia K is on the floor. But it's all good training. Okay, let's check in with Iris. And Enos. Und Jana Lena.
That is.
Oh, I think we missed Tamia. Tamia is our youngest participant tonight, 11 years old, from Slovakia. She's the daughter of Maria Rusnakova, who has participated a few times. So that's really great to see. Young speed puzzlers. So here's Marketa and Mariana. And Mariana is doing a very logical approach. She's starting from the top and working her way down.
I'm just wondering. It should be big struggle bus, right?
Okay, so Simona Rice, her camera is still not working.
That one is the.
So yes, that we have actually 7 participants from Finland today. And yeah, this is great practice for them because on the weekend they have their Finnish nationals. Here we have Rosa, the Puzzle Podcast. So the 7 Finns we have today, the 2 Amelias, Rosa, Sana, Teja, Yuka, Riika. Yeah. Okay, and Estre has got some big islands forming there, big pieces joining together. I can't tell if, yeah, it looks like Rosa is approximately placing the pieces where they belong. There's a lot of single pieces in the middle of the image.
Oh, but.
So we're at 28 minutes. There's Veronica from, they're both of the Veronicas, Veronica from Norway on the left and Veronica from Austria on the right. So we have 90 people watching on YouTube at the moment. Really happy to have you all there. And even from North America and Brazil. Must be the middle of the day for you. Okay, so I want to go back and check on Danique. She seems to be towards the front. Yeah, it looks like she has most of the bigger objects in place and is now filling in the gaps. So still a lot of pieces to go, but we do see most of the image forming. There's Alejandro. They did actually use bigger piece puzzles at a couple of competitions in Spain. There was one, they used a Ravensburger of some, I think it was like some houses along a river, some traditional looking houses. Fernando did say that it was really frustrating because of the table size. Obviously, there are restrictions at a competition. I was really keen to try it out, how it would be with a bigger piece size.
Have to figure it out.
But of course, give people the advance notice so that they could prepare for that and hopefully reduce the shock factor or some of the frustration. In North America, they have 4 brands. They do use these larger piece sizes, so there it is more common that it would come up in a competition. They have Cobble Hill, Gallison, Eurographics, and oh, I can't remember the other one off the top of my head.
Here is the red. Still. Huh. But
Okay, so one of the commentators, Patrick, he says that this puzzle was in Danique's practicing rounds of the past week. Okay, so she has done this one before, so she is familiar with it. She is racing ahead there. Here we have Kiara and Vicky on screen. There's Benjamin. Yeah, so it would be very interesting to know how fast she is the second time round. So Vicky's single pieces that she placed in the picture are now forming into larger islands. I did have to do a lot of that as well. I often just picked up a piece and I just held it up to the box image and moved my hand around until I found where it fit. And that's what made it harder for me. So there's Eva, Daniela, and Chilla. So let's check in with Iris and Inga. Here's Jessie. Okay, so I've been told that Janique is getting close. So yeah, it definitely looks like Janique is leading at the moment. So there's Alejandro and Iris. There's Anami. And and Amy. So Danique has about 30 pieces left. So Yuka looks like, yeah, he's doing his puzzle diagonally to fit across the table. And Katya starting to work on the middle sections.
That's. Oh, wait.
So here's Marketa and Mariana.
This is somewhere like has to has a line. Has to be one.
Monica and Eva. But Danique is flying towards the finish, just about 12 to 15 pieces left.
Let's try to finish this edge.
And the final pieces for Danique. Done. And a really big win there for Danique. Nobody is close. Wow, congratulations. Yeah, so if there must be some
I'm hoping that if I finish the edge, I will like I'm 80.
So wow, congratulations. So the time is we're at 38 minutes. Wow.
This is also the other one.
So yeah, this is more of a challenging puzzle. So from the three categories, easy, medium difficulty to hard, I would say this is in the harder category for sure. So Danique, are you there?
Isn't that?
Yeah, that was a
very
amazing
recognizable
time
texture.
flying through there.
Here.
Okay, yeah, Danique, then you can turn your mic on.
Our thing is above this.
Yes.
What is there?
Yeah, hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, you were going at an amazing pace there. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm quite surprised, but I did it before, obviously, so it was quite easy for me to place the pieces, as I did it. I think like yesterday or the day before, so it was quite in my memory.
Yeah, quite
Oh,
fresh
more,
there.
please.
And had you specifically chosen this puzzle to practice because of the larger piece sizes, or had you narrowed it down to Eurographics?
I only had Ravensburger for the larger piece sizes, so I decided to try a different brand, and then yeah, this was my choice. So I guess lucky.
Yeah, yeah, because you've
Oh, here.
participated in a couple now, and yeah, no, this is obviously your best result so far, but you've always been there in the top 10, so I've always had an eye on you.
Yeah, I practiced a lot lately. I started, I think, last November with speed puzzling, so I decided to practice more and more and see how I'm getting around, and it's getting better and better. So I'm quite happy.
Yeah, and did you participate in the Dutch championships?
No, I didn't. I never participated before the first Euro Jigsaw Jam in any competition. So yeah, I'm really trying it out. So
Okay, well, you've really made a lot of improvement and be a fast contender. So yeah, it looks like your training
Here.
has paid off.
definitely, yes.
And what's your favorite brand of
Here.
puzzle, or what kind of puzzles do you like to do?
I actually like the bigger puzzles, so 6,000 of bluebirds. I have quite a few of them, and I really like Enjoy. So that's quite a new brand, but I really like them.
Hmm. Yeah, I've seen the Enjoy puzzles, and they have some really interesting designs, but they're all 1,000 pieces. So yeah, I couldn't choose them for the speed puzzles, but yeah, lots of very bright, very color intensive designs there.
Yeah, they recently, I think 3,000 and 2,000 as well. So maybe 500 will come as well. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations on your win. So that was around 38 minutes, an excellent time. Do you remember what your first time was for this?
I think close to 50, so in the end of 40s. So yeah,
Oh, even though it's a really big jump, just having that experience with the puzzle. Yeah. All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your evening, and thanks for participating.
thank you.
Okay, so we have Vicky on the screen
Yeah.
and Emilia Lieberman.
Come on. Spit. Spit together. And guys.
And Iris.
Are we not fitting? That goes together. Goes here. That guy goes there.
So a lot of congratulations coming through for Jenny. Okay, someone has asked to see Ingrid. Yeah, so Amelia's also making good progress here. Lots of connected islands and filling in the gaps. Okay, let's check with Marketo
With this orange stuff, has to be
and Inga
easy to put together.
and Anami.
That
So bigger pieces in themselves, I don't think make it harder. I did do another Eurographics puzzle, and that was one of my best times. That was like with 1 hour and 2 minutes.
here.
That was already 2 months ago. So I thought that bigger piece puzzles definitely helped. And then I did this puzzle, and then I realized, oh no, it's more the image rather than the piece size.
Ah.
Yeah, so Danique said that her first time took about 50 minutes, and this time she was at 38 minutes. So yeah, a good 10 minutes or more improvement. There's Adriana. Yeah, here looks a bit. Looks like Adriana will run out of space. Yeah, so I'm expecting the times for this one will be more spread out. I mean, last week they were rolling in so fast. They were really close together because it was an easier puzzle. So yeah, we had so many times so many finishes under 1 hour. There's Katya. Let's begin on the lens.
Yeah.
There's Lisbeth. So here we have a nice over the head perspective of the puzzle in the right direction.
Hi.
And there's Alejandro and Veronica from Austria. My daughter also did this puzzle, and she found it very frustrating. It took her over 2 hours. Here's Iris, Amelia Lieberman, and Vicky. So yeah, it looks like the people who might be contending for second place still have like 100 or so pieces to go. So yeah, anyone could, second and third place are up for grabs. It could be for anyone. I actually prefer busier puzzles compared to empty puzzles, if you could say. Like landscapes are generally quite empty.
No.
Those are the ones where I struggle with.
Excuse me.
Busy puzzles with lots of objects I generally enjoy, and that's why I thought I would do a lot better on this one. So the Romanian asks, did I like this puzzle? I liked the image when I bought it. For some reason, I liked the image because it was just very different to typical puzzles. and it just looked very kind of fantasyful, like some really interesting scene out of a children's book. But I didn't really consider the colors, that there are lots of similar colors, and perhaps it's the painting style as well that makes it a bit harder. So once I started doing it, I started to very much dislike it. So we have some latecomers to YouTube, so I'll show the image again. I did try to find some information about the artist and about this particular painting. I could find information about the artist and see his portfolio, but there was no story behind this image. I was a bit disappointed about that because I did want to know what the story was and the inspiration behind this image and who the characters were.
Are you?
Okay, so Vicky is moving ahead. Some clear gaps to fill in. Maybe about 70 pieces to go. So it looks like Vicky is forging ahead. Iris is also doing very well.
Yes.
Enemy as well.
I mean, this definitely.
So there's our youngest participant.
Green. That you straight away do by choosing fitting.
Okay, and it looks like Inga is also nearing the end with about,
we're back at this piece again.
Yeah, less than 100 pieces to go. But yeah, the filling in the gap stage takes a long time. Once the main objects are done, and then the smaller objects, there's still a lot of background. There's little boxes and wheels and, yeah, dials and funny bits of wood that all look quite similar.
Huh.
So the time is 53 minutes.
I literally have to search.
There's Katya.
Almost impossible to like just. Where? Almost impossible to just like.
And there's Kiara.
Ooh.
So yeah, it still looks like there's gonna be a big lead between Danig and the next place holder. I mean, we had a big lead in the pairs competition. I think it was 9 minutes between Kristen and her sister Anna, and the next. Yeah, so in number 3, Kristen and Linda were at 40 minutes, and then the second place was 49 minutes. So that was a 9-minute lead. think we're over the 9 minutes now. Instagram tag. Yeah, so it's hard to tell from this angle how Amelia Lieberman is doing, but we do see the gaps. It's at the stage of filling in the background. By the way, Amelia did a really interesting interview with Alejandro. If you haven't seen that already, it's on her YouTube channel, Puzzle with Amelia. There's Simona B. And Marketa. Kodak.
So this guy is here.
So in the German championships on Saturday, Marketa participated and came second after her country mate Teresa, and third was Katia Reiner. And they also had some amazing times, 33 minutes, 34 minutes, 36 minutes in the individual category.
Hands. This guy. Oh, this.
There's Iris and Jessie. Jessie has actually also made good progress. Now she's at the, yeah, doesn't have that many pieces spread out before even her tray is getting empty. So Iris is, yeah, filling in the gaps, but I think Vicky is in the position towards number 2. I mean, she still has like another 30 plus pieces to go. Well, Inga is, yeah, it could be a race between Vicky and Inga. Inga has also got about 30 pieces left. So Anami is getting close. Okay, so Alejandro has flipped his puzzle. He's now working on the top section. His puzzle was upside down, getting a closer angle to, yeah, because he's done mainly the left side and the gaps for him are on the right side. So now he's put the empty gaps closer to himself. Okay, so it's a race between Vicky and Inga.
invested time in this task.
Okay, it looks like Amelia is coming up behind. Go Vicky, go Inga.
Oh,
So close.
let's see.
Okay, Vicky's got about 15 pieces left. And Inga about 20. Vicky's down to less than 10.
It is a ground.
And Vicky is done. Second place to Vicky from Hungary. Congratulations. And Inga is so close. Last 5 pieces for Inga. So that was, yeah, very good for Vicky's strategy of just picking it up, recognizing exactly where in the image it belonged, and placing it directly on the puzzle board. And Inga is done as well. The time is 1 hour and 2 minutes. Okay, let's just check in who's in contention for 4th place. So first, Danique, second, Vicky, and third, Inga.
Good.
So lots of congratulations for Vicky and Inga coming through. Let's check. So we've got Amelia Lieberman on screen. Check in with Alejandro. Alejandro is very close. So he's got about 10 pieces left. Then we better check with Iris. Okay, Iris has about 30-ish pieces. Okay, but it looks like Kiara is also in contention. And Alejandro is done with his upside down puzzle. So Kiara, last
Okay.
pieces. Done. And Amelia bringing up the rear, about 20 pieces. Okay.
So worried.
So looks like next in line is it's a race between Marketa and Amelia Lieberman. Iris is also very close. So Mike says that it's insane what Danique did, because even her first time was 50 minutes, which was 15 minutes faster than
That's
the next in line. Yeah, congratulations coming through for Chiara and Alejandro and Inga. So, who's it going to be? Marketa, Emilia Lieberman, or Iris? So Danique's time was 39 minutes. And the next time was Vicky at 1 hour and 2. And Marketa is done. Ah, yeah. Okay, well done. That was a big race at the end. Don't think Marketa likes that one. Okay, Amelia and Iris are coming through next. The time is 1 hour and 7 minutes. So Enemy has resorted to sorting by shape. So it looks like the distance between first and second place was around 13 minutes, which is enormous. That's an insane lead. So it's not just the familiarity of the puzzle, but Danique has been training very hard for that. So the next in line, it's a race between Iris and Amelia Lieberman. Iris has about 15 pieces left. I can't tell how much Amelia, but looks similar. So Maya, that's correct. I do think this is very surprising. I think sometimes we go in expecting we know who's going to win already, or we know who the top finishers will be, and then somebody sneaks in who hasn't been a top 3 yet and blows up. So go Emilia Lieberman. Greetings from Minnesota. So last pieces for Iris. Karina. I don't have the last couple of times Simona's video was not working, but I will check in a minute. And Iris has made it. Looking like she has run a marathon. Very nice. Okay, Simona's video is working now. So recap, first Tanique, second Vicky, third Inga, fourth Alejandro, fifth Kiara, sixth Marqueta, and seventh Iris. And so battling for number 8 spot is Anami and Emilia. Hello, Vicky.
Hello.
Yeah, congratulations on
Oh,
second
thank you.
spot.
Thank you.
And you familiar with this puzzle or this brand?
No. The brand, yes, but I haven't done a 500-piece puzzle from them, so I didn't know it's bigger pieces. Just when you showed us in the post, so yeah, I haven't done this yet, but I was happy about the picture because this is the type which I like to do because it has a lot of details and it can be searched on the image easily. So
Yeah, you had a really interesting strategy, and I mentioned I saw that on one of your videos before, where you hold it up and then you just place it in the middle, even if it's not attached to anything.
yes,
And that worked really well for you today.
yeah, it was handy. Yeah, and sometimes I don't realize that the parts of the puzzle can be attached because of this, and yeah, I sometimes struggle with it, but
Yeah,
it's,
and you're in your where you film your YouTube videos.
sorry.
This is your backdrop from your YouTube videos
Yeah,
where you
yes.
film.
Yes, this is very recognizable.
Yeah, and so what made you start a YouTube channel?
I'm not really sure about it because I puzzle since I was a little kid, so it's not a new hobby for me, but I realized that maybe it will be fun to share this with others. And sometimes I got the question from my friends that how I do these puzzles and what are my strategies. And I started to record them, and I was like, if I spend the time with it, maybe I can share it with others as well. So
Hmm.
not a really interesting original story, but
Yeah, but exactly. If people are asking you about it, then obviously it's something that people want to know.
Mhm.
Yeah, and how was the puzzling scene in Hungary? Do you have competitions there? I think you posted you had a puzzle party.
Yes, it was really fun. It's only just for fun, so but we have other kinds of events. For example, this weekend we will have competition where I will participate, and also in summer. So yeah,
Yeah,
we
oh, no, that's
have
good.
them now.
I liked the idea when you shared the post about your puzzle party. I think you said
Mhm.
everybody brought a 500-piece puzzle, and then you ended up doing somebody else's puzzle. So you all had a mystery puzzle.
Yes, and we switched tables at every 10 minutes. So it's
Oh, you
really
switch
interesting.
tables. So you do multiple. You work 10 minutes on one puzzle and then 10 minutes on the next, and move on.
Yes, yes. So I don't really remember the time frame which we had for it, but maybe 2 or 3 hours. And it's a very good opportunity to meet new brands and try out some kind of puzzles which I usually don't. So I think yes, this was the second because last year we had also one, and it's very fun, and it has a kind of a team building taste.
Yeah, no, it sounds really fun. I like the idea of like you get into one puzzle and you have to think about, okay, what pieces go here next, and then the timer goes and then you move on and you have a completely different puzzle. Maybe you go from doing a landscape scene with sunset, and then the next puzzle was something with really
Yes.
detailed patterns. Yeah.
Yes, and if the person who was before you had a different strategy, then the first 5 or 6 minutes you spend it with put away the pieces or sorting in another way. So not so time for really puzzling, but it's
Okay,
really
yeah, so
fun.
maybe you have to resort the pieces to your
Yes,
liking.
yes.
Were you filming tonight for your video?
Yes. So I plan to do a video about the force and this one in the same video. But I just have time in the next days to create them.
Oh, well, I look forward to watching your video. So thanks for your time today, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye. So following in from Iris was Annemie and Amelia Lieberman. So there's Amelia Korhonen on the floor. Oh, looks like she's got maybe about 10 pieces left, and Steffi has about 25 pieces left. Gonna check in on Stefan. Haven't seen him in a while. Okay, he's now at the filling the gap stage. Let's see SJ and Mariana. And Amelia Kohonen is done. And Katya also nearing the home stretch. And there's Jessie. Last pieces are on the tray. Shape sorting. Maggie is also down to the last 15 pieces. And there's Simona B.
Yours.
So Maggie very close. And Veronica are about 30 pieces left. And Maggie is done.
Maybe.
So it looks like Rika has started to sort by shape. The spare pieces are looking quite orderly. So our top 10 are Danique, Vicky, Inga, Alejandro, Chiara, Marketa, Iris, Anami, Amelia Lieberman, and then Amelia Korhonen. So Amelia Korhonen is number 10. The time is 1 hour and 22 minutes.
Maybe.
So Jessie, nearing the end. Oh yeah, so Maggie was 11th. So we're looking at who is going to be number 12. Will it be Jessie or will it be Steffi?
You have to look for all the friggin'.
So Steffi, 5 pieces. And last piece for Jessie. Congratulations. That was amazing. Jessie is making leaps and bounds. And in the first 2 competitions, she was right towards the back. With the Friends puzzle, she jumped into the middle. And now she's at 12th place from 46 people. Steffi right behind her. Yeah, it's really surprising when you have a really unusual puzzle. It's not really a puzzle you can train for. You know, I mean, there's many puzzles with animals. There's many puzzles with sunsets and sky and sea.
It.
But a puzzle like this can really, yeah, mess things up. So Roy asks, when are we going to do a Jan van Husteren 500-piece puzzle? Well, I have to say I haven't done one yet. Well, I haven't done a Jan van Husteren 500-piece puzzle. I've done a Vaz jig. I don't know if that's also by him, but I have done a 1,000-piece puzzle. So it's not one that I have chosen yet. So Veronica A is like 10 pieces away. But Roy, there could be one at some point. I am aware of some of in different countries they use different puzzles, and yeah, I am interested to try them out and see what people have in different countries. I even have an Educa on my list to try out, even though I know many people hate Educa. There's Katya. Because and Mariana is done. Yeah, so in Spain and Portugal, they often use Educa puzzles. I thought they were called Educa. And so they come up very often in Spain and Portugal. But I have heard that the pieces fall apart, and so they are not generally the favorites of speed puzzlers.
Where is the?
So I can't see how many pieces SJ has left, but the gaps are getting filled in. So Katya, Simona, and SJ are all nearing the end. So someone asks to see Ingrid. Here's Puzzle Podcast Rosa, also nearing the end. Yes, I'm very much looking forward to seeing the results of the Finnish nationals this weekend. I think Hannah will not be participating because her daughter has a dancing competition on the other side of Finland, so Hannah will not be there. But I believe the rest of the Finnish puzzlers who've been participating in our competitions will be. So look forward to those results. So Stefan is on the home stretch, 15 pieces left.
There. I'm missing a piece.
Stefan is done, and Cornelia, last 15 pieces. Katya's also about 15 pieces away. And there's Veronica. Inga, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hello. Yeah.
Hi.
So congratulations on third place today.
Yes, thank you.
So is this your style of puzzle?
Yes, yeah. I think when I saw it, I immediately liked the picture. Usually, I think because we do a lot of Jan van Haasteren puzzles, they are also very busy, and I can tell also as a team that we are actually quite good at these busy
There's
puzzles,
no
where
dark spots.
like the very speedy puzzlers and on easier puzzles are usually worse at these. So yeah.
Yeah, and have you puzzled this brand before, Eurographics?
No, I assumed it would be Eurographics, but I've never done one before, so it was a nice surprise.
And yeah, so sorry, just a moment. Yeah, and so how's your team training going together? I mean, it looks like from what I see on Instagram, your team gets to train together the most often. Most teams might meet once per year or maybe just before the championship, but what looks like almost every second weekend the four of you get together.
Yeah, we actually increased our number of training times now, so I think we will train together as a team about once a week now. Because actually we bought a lot of 1,000-piece puzzles for the training, also for the pairs, but the pairs at the World Championships will be a 500-piece puzzle in the final. So we have a lot of 1,000-piece puzzles to practice, and it's a shame to let them go to
Yeah.
waste. So we plan some extra training evenings.
Yeah. No, I mean it's good to train with the larger ones to increase your like endurance and keeping that pace up over a longer period. But even then, the four of you managed to do 1,000-piece puzzles in an hour, so the time flies by.
Yeah, we actually got our team record this week on a 1,000-piece puzzle in 41 minutes, I think. So we were actually pretty happy with that.
Oh wow, 41 minutes. Yeah, I don't know how to reference that because has there been a competition where they have done a single 1,000-piece puzzle?
Not that one actually. We are also practicing the ones that were at the World Championship. So we did one that was in the competition on the same evening, and we were like
Figures me some
1
pictures
hour
sometime.
on the. I don't know what it's called in English actually because we always use the Dutch name. It's the ladies' brunch or something like really pink and then green. I don't know what place we got if we compared it, but we were like 9 minutes behind nonstop, so we were pretty happy with that. Obviously, we compare with Alejandro's team.
Yeah,
That's white.
of course, because yeah, with at the World Championships, it's two 1,000-piece puzzles. So when you see the times, it's always like this puzzle plus the second puzzle.
Yeah, but you can still compare, of course, your time on a single puzzle. And then for your actual placing, you should compare with all the puzzles you did, of course. But yeah.
Yeah, and so are those your two of your three other members on screen right now?
Yes.
So there's Eric on his puzzle, and in the background, his wife Ellen is doing a gradient puzzle.
Yeah, I think the cascade puzzle.
Oh yes, oh I remember that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, no, it looks like your team's going to be really strong this year. Regular training, I mean, that's invaluable, and that's definitely an advantage that you have over other teams who are just going to meet randomly for the first time at Valladolid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can actually tell that it helps to puzzle together because you also get to know each other's strengths, and we have some strategies as a team that are different, of course, from when you puzzle on your own. So we feel like we're really getting a lot better as a team now that we practice more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think you're got great chances at the Worlds this year, and keep up, those excellent times.
Yes.
Eric's not looking so optimistic. All right, well, thanks very much. Congratulations on thirds. See you
Yes,
next
thank
time.
you. Bye.
So Veronica's on the last 20 pieces, and while I was talking, so after Stefan was Cornelia, then Katja, SJ, and Rosa. Might be close now. Yeah, so Rosa's about 15
Huh.
pieces away.
Good. Good. Binge.
So, Stefan, would you like to tell us about the German championships?
Hi. Yeah, actually, this Sunday we will have a meeting. Our group, so Lena, Lucia, who will join us. I think uh, Mary is the fourth. So four people. We will talk about a tournament, a small tournament. So there is a company that will sponsor the puzzles, and we have to start planning now. But hopefully the tournament will be at the Wiener Spielefest which is happening in a weekend in June. I'm just looking at if I
So
find
this is
my
the
phone.
you're talking about the Austrian championship that's coming up, not
No.
the German from last week.
Okay. Yeah, I was talking about the Austrian, which I wouldn't call it Austrian nationals. It's just a small tournament in Austria. Yeah, in Köditz, it was great. So I was going there with my sister, my niece. We had a nice elongated weekend, and I was puzzling with Veronica. She's very fast. She got individually seventh, and I got 23rd with my best time ever. So I think 53 minutes and something. And with Veronica, we got 5th place, which is great because Teresa Marqueta and uh,
Babes.
Katy and Chiara, of course, were far ahead. And we were only 2 minutes after the 3rd place. So it took some time, and since nobody finished for 5 minutes or so, we were
Puzzle.
already hoping that the 3rd place might be possible, but 2 other groups. So it was the Friedrich sisters, Lisa and Lena.
Is it Lara, maybe?
Lara and Lisa, I think they are called Friedrich with the last name, and also a very black horse team with Maya, was she called Maya? And Christian König, he's one of the fastest Sudoku solvers in the world and logic puzzles, but he's not that fast in puzzles, but he was strong enough uh, so he was a good partner. So he said that
Here.
he could
Dude.
his partner Maya. I've never met her before, and she got, I think, 5th individually and 4th in the team. Yeah, and it was just a great event, well organized, and was much fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed seeing the photos from that. Looks like Kati and yeah, the other organizers really did a great job there.
Yeah.
So what's the date for your
Hmm.
your tournament in Austria and in
It's
Vienna?
planned for the 15th or the 16th of June, so this weekend. And the tournament will be probably very small, perhaps only 30 participants. So we have to start very small. I would not call it Austrian Championship, but it should be a tournament. And I don't know if international participants can compete. So everything is unclear. But since we have a sponsor, it's the company. May I already tell it? I think so. Uh, I will call it, probably it will be the company. I have to look it up.
Oh. I was like, no, I'm missing two. Yes.
Bluebird, yeah. So the brand Bluebird will sponsor the puzzles
Ah,
and perhaps also the prizes.
Jesus
I don't know
Christ.
it in detail.
It's
Yeah.
the
So we will be
worst. I
starting
hate this
in
kind of
June.
puzzles.
No, that's great to
Oh my
yeah,
god.
get something off the ground.
That was
and,
horrible.
yeah,
Oh.